Welcome to The Next Level, a series on AACPS TV. I'm Katie Holmes. On this show, we feature senior athletes going on to play at the college level. With us today are three remarkable athletes from Northeast High School who have worked so hard to become state champions. Please welcome Seniors Cameron Albury, Shamar Johnson, and Jadyss Fifer from Northeast High School. Thank you for being here today and sharing your personal story of playing sports in high school with me.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Let's talk about the sports that you play in high school. We'll start with you, Jadyss.
I only played basketball throughout high school. I was a 3-year varsity starter, and I played shooting guard all 3 years.
Okay, Cam?
I only played basketball. I was a varsity 3-year starter, and I played point guard, a little bit of shooting guard as well.
Okay, Shamar?
I played football and basketball. I played football 2 years of high school and basketball 3 years of high school, and I was a starter each year.
Okay. This year, you guys became state champions. You went all the way to states and won.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
It was a crazy experience, like all the playoffs, since most of our games, all our playoff games were home till we got to the neutral sites. Just going, like, the environment around school, the environment in the community. I had people coming up to me when I had my Northeast merch on saying, go bring it home. I had people from other high schools saying, bring it home from Anne Arundel County. So it was just a good experience. And every game was fun. Glad to do it with my brothers.
Yeah.
It was cool. I was nervous before almost every playoff game because I was going into it like, what if this is the last game? I don't want it to be the last game. So, like, I'm just happy that we ended it off on a W. So I could have asked for anything better.
I know, Cam, but you have a really unique family story that's kind of wrapped up in being a state champ. Can you share with the viewers?
So basically, my brother in 2020 won Player of the Year, and he was leading his team to the state semis. They got to the Final Four, and COVID happened. So as soon as they were getting on the bus, they got a call said the game got canceled. So he never got to go to Maryland. So it was cool for me to get to go to Maryland and win the game for him, my dad, my mom, and everybody that supported me.
Absolutely, that was. What about you, Shamar?
Yeah, like they said, it was cool, you know. We've been talking about going to the States since, like, our sophomore year, and, like, you know, like, being with these guys, you know, like, I don't know.
Yeah, so, like, tell me about what it's like to be teammates with each other.
The first 3 years since our sophomore year, we basically did everything with each other. We wasn't driving. We was walking to the Popeyes or the dashing down the street after practice, before games. Like, us three were always doing something together. Then once I started driving my junior year, we just started going places more. We all took each other to practice. We would hang out outside of school. We just go to somebody's house and chill.
You formed a really good brotherhood with each other.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I started playing with Jadyss in, like, 8th grade. Like, when COVID happened, my dad was taking us to AAU tournaments still, so we was playing AAU tournaments. And I met him his sophomore year. His first day of school, we was in the same class. And I was basically just showing him around the school.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we just, like, became brothers. So, and we're just tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I came my sophomore year, Cam was probably, like, my first friend I made at Northeast, really.
Aww.
And, like, you know, he showed me around, you know, met a few people, met my brothers now, you know. And, like, we just been locked in ever since.
So, do you guys have a favorite memory of high school together that you could share?
It had to have been either laundry. I don't want to sound original, like, I don't want to sound lame or something, but it got to be either long reach or the state championship game. Like, just going into, like, the prep talks that they gave me, Kim, and Shamar, and even my dog Ryan Stacy, who's not here with us. They just came down, had a starting 5 down, was like, play every game like it's our last. So I had to say, like, each basketball season to seeing our growth from sophomore year. I mean, we went 13-13 with a bunch of 15-year-olds and still made it to the second round of playoffs, and we were all 15, 16. And in junior year, at that sour taste in our mouth losing to Decatur, we believe we got cheated. We believe that we could have beat Decatur. So, you know, senior year, we just came with, like, that vengeance. So taking basketball serious all year round, I think that was my favorite memory, doing it with them.
I would say probably the state championship, obviously, or the Patterson game, which was the Final 8. That was our last home game. So that was the game where I couldn't sleep the night before. It was like, we better not lose our last home game.
Mm-hmm. And I was there that night.
Yeah, so that was the game. I was, like, a little bit nervous, but I knew we was going to win, but still anything could happen. But That game was special to me because it sold out in like an hour
Yeah.
or so. It sold
It
out
was a
really
packed
fast,
house.
and everybody was buying their tickets. I had to make sure the people that I knew had to get their tickets. I had to make sure they got their tickets. Then we ran out for warm-ups. It was just packed, and I was like, "What the heck? It's never been like this."
Right.
Like, and we've had some packed games before, but like we've never had a sold-out game yet.
And the end of the game was pretty cool too. When one of your teammates, it was like buzzer beater, but dunked it.
Yeah,
You
Hayden.
remember that?
Shout out Hayden Johnson.
Shout out, yes. Who was it?
Hayden Johnson.
I saw that and I was like, wow, this team.
He got sneaky bounce.
A sneaky bounce.
Sneaky bounce.
It was crazy. It was people on the side talking to me. It was like people from Patterson just on the side. And I remember I went back door, Cam threw me a lob, and I just remember just staring them down because it was probably the craziest environment. It was like a neutral site game, but we're at home.
Yeah.
That's how packed it was.
Your fans are loud and proud. I mean, let's
They
go.
show up every time.
Right? Let's go to the state championship.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there, you know, so many fans were there. I mean, it was great. Did you guys notice the crowd when you got there? Or you just locked in?
I saw it, but like when I watched it like on my phone, it was way more people than I thought it was. Cause like when you're on the court, you're like looking up, so it's like you can't really tell how many people's there. But I know like the whole side we had was like filled like from left to right, so I knew it was a lot of people there, but it was way more people than I thought it was.
It was a ton. Had you been there before, or was that your first time there? Like,
I've been there before for a past state championship game.
Yeah, I've been there.
what was the bus ride like there?
Locked in. Everybody was locked in.
Okay.
Everybody had their headphones.
All right, Shamar, what were you doing?
Me, you know, I sit all the way in the back, you know. So I'm just, you know, eating some snacks, you know, listening to music, just getting my hair right.
Okay. Do you guys have a ritual, or did you have one? Do you have one before in every game, or?
Well, when we get to wherever we're playing at, we all get in a circle. Coach O'Day gives his little speech.
What is the speech that Coach O'Day gives?
It's like, today is a new day. God has given you this day. You can use it for something good. Or I forgot how the rest of it goes.
I heard that he says you were built for this.
Yeah, you were built for this.
That's powerful.
Yeah, and then we say Lord's Prayer. He says it, and then when he's messing up, he says it.
Okay.
So, and then we do stretch and everything before that, and then we do all that stuff, and then we run out for warm-ups, so we're all locked in and ready for the game. But when we're on the bus, it's like quiet. I sit in the back with him, and he's just singing really loud. Him and
Shamar.
yeah, him and this kid Tim Savoy, shout out Tim. They just like everybody hears when I turn my music up all the way, so I don't gotta listen to them rapping on the bus.
Okay.
Like, he probably falls asleep. I don't know though.
Jadyss, you sleep on the bus,
Yeah,
going to states.
I mean, I slept every. Cam can vouch for me wherever. Cam and Shamar can both vouch for me whenever we go somewhere and I'm not driving. I'll probably falling asleep in any car ride we go. It's got to the point where his dad, Coach Chris, and Coach O'Day make jokes about it. As soon as I get in the car, as soon as those wheels start turning, I'm asleep. So like I try to lock in, like I try to listen to music or something, but I'm out gone. So I'll be up there in the front with like near my sister. My sister just giving me snacks and water, and then
Is she a manager? Or?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So she's a manager. So me and her would talk during the bus rides and something. So I would be up in the front just in my own world, and then sometimes I would be talking to Chase Buttrey, my other guy.
Okay. Shout out to all your teammates.
Shout out to all of our teammates.
The whole team.
With the coaches, everybody, the whole
everybody.
school.
They all
Shout out to the whole school.
Yeah, they all helped in their own way.
Of course they did. Of course they did. Let's talk about, there's a 1 point in the game, state championship game. You guys fell behind.
Yes, ma'am.
A lot.
So what was going through your mind when, you know?
We was down, 14 in the fourth
Yes.
quarter?
Yeah.
Yes. Say it again.
We was down 14 in the fourth
14.
quarter.
14 in the fourth quarter.
He was keeping us in the game. I don't even think he missed a three
he
that
did.
game. He was
3
keeping
for
us in
3.
the game. He was keeping us in the game a little bit. I only had like 12 points at the time. I wasn't doing nothing at all.
Cam,
then-
that's not true.
Well, no, I had like 12 points after in the fourth quarter, so I was like just there. And then when the fourth quarter started getting going, he started getting going. That's when I got going. I ended up with 14?
25.
Yeah.
14 in the last quarter.
So never in your mind was this going to be a defeat, and you were...
If it was a defeat, we weren't going to go down 20 or nothing. We was going to make it interesting, which we did. And then we went to a press, which the Maryland court is like wider and it's like longer and bigger. So like we was getting tired faster. We're used to the high school courts. And
Right,
so,
they are bigger.
yeah, so we decided, like, going into the game, we was like, if we press, like, you got to get used to the running and all that. So we decided to press because we had to. We was out 14 in the fourth quarter. And the press worked. It led to a 10-second call at one point. We got a steal and a fast break layup.
Yeah,
Right.
speed them up.
Yeah, the press was speeding them up, and it
Yes.
worked to our advantage.
So that night I was sitting next to your athletic director, Coach Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when you guys got down, it was just so much fun to be there. So I want to thank you guys for getting yourselves there and then giving us and the fans an opportunity to be there. It's so much joy for us to watch you guys. It's a lot of fun. So when Coach O'Day takes a timeout, right, and you guys are down 14, I think there was a timeout in there. What does your coach say to you?
He told it at that moment. That's when he told us we're gonna press. Told us to stay in the game. Coach Chiz, he told us that we was all playing scared. I'm not gonna say what he really said.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he said we was playing scared.
Right.
And then my dad told me to just be legendary, and that's what happened. We all ended up being legendary at the end.
Yeah, I think every bucket we scored, they called it something else because I think he had 5 or 4 going into that fourth quarter, and he ended up using all of them, everything. Every time he told us, he was like, "This game is not over." And I'm just sitting there thinking, I wasn't talking. I was just in there. I'm like, I'm not going to let my senior year go out like this. Like, we worked too hard for this.
You were built for this.
So he's sitting there every time out. He said, "This game is not over." That's what he kept telling us. Even in the final 4 game where we were down going into the fourth, he's like, "This game, there's still a lot of game left." And that's what he told us every game we were down.
And when you won, buzzard goes off, you're on top. What's the feeling?
It was an amazing feeling. Like, I just had a rush go through my body, like a relief type feeling. You feel me? Like, I was just so excited. I ran around the court. Like,
Yes. Yeah, I had some video of it that we will, show.
Yeah, it was crazy. I remember Ryan tipped the shot, and Shamar grabs it. I'm like, Mar, he just not listening to me. I'm calling his name. He got the ball. I remember he just like bounces the ball so high and runs. And I'm just sitting there trying to chase more, and then I see Cam just fall on the floor, and then I see everybody else like go over and run to him. So that's when I ran over to Cam.
This is real.
Yeah, I just fell on. It was like 4 seconds. I was already crying because I was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, we're about to win," because they're not scoring. We're stopping. We're about to win.
Yeah.
Then he shot the ball. He airballed. I just was at half court. I just fell to the ground. Everybody just jumped on top of me. I'm just at the bottom of the pile. I'm like, what is going on? Everybody just jumped on top of me.
Wow. And I did see a very special embrace between you and your dad.
I just gave him a hug because we've been through a lot. Like AAU, he's been there.
Right.
We've argued like at big tournaments, and like he's benched me. So
Oh.
like we get it. Yeah, like we get
All right,
into it a
okay.
little bit. So, but it's just tough love for
What's
real.
the bus ride home like after winning a state championship? And let's tell the viewers that this was the first state championship for Northeast High School.
It was crazy.
Clap.
I think so I don't know about that, but my phone had died because I had a bunch of interviews. Well, we had a bunch of interviews.
Yeah, at the end of the game,
Yes.
I did see you back there.
So when I got to the locker room, everybody was packing up. Everybody had taken their pictures already.
Mhm.
Shamar and Cam were just getting in there to take their pictures. So I was like one of the last people to get into the locker room. And like I checked my phone and it just would not work. So
That's okay.
So on the bus ride home,
You're a state champ. It doesn't matter.
So on the bus ride home, I think that was like one of the only times like I like really sat back there with Cam, and then Cam was just like, Cam's phone was blowing up. He tries to get on Instagram. He tries to go on Instagram Live, and Cam and Shamar's phone are just blowing up, and but it was just cool like seeing it from their phone, and then once I got
It felt real?
Yeah.
Because sometimes people say it didn't hit them yet. But
So like we was on the back. It was like me, Jadyss, Shamar, Hayden, and Tim, and Titus. We was just back there, and we was like every 5 minutes somebody was like, "Yo, we just won states." Like every 5 minutes somebody would say that. We would all be like, "Yo, we did just win states." And, like after every game, like me and Shamar would be on the back of the bus going on IG Live, and like
Yeah.
a bunch of people would join. But when we went on live after that, it was a lot of people on there. But my phone was about to die, so I was like, "Dang, I got to get off of this."
okay, so you guys have so many accolades that when your coach shared them with me, I was truly blown away. Can you share some of your accolades with our viewers? And I'll start with you, Shamar. I mean, talk about just your all-county and those type of, share with us.
Yeah, I was first team all county. I was I think second team all metro. Sheesh, I can't even remember all I got.
Rebound record.
So many.
Rebound record.
Third team all state.
Say it louder,
All
Cam.
state, yeah.
You can
Third
just,
team all
if, yeah, you can help
we
him
got
out,
state,
Cam.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
know him, help him out.
He got third team all state too.
And there's a Buffalo Wild Wing.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He's a Rambo class.
He was like the only 900 point, 800 rebound club person.
900 points at 800.
You don't even know his own records.
Yeah. What about you, Cam? Share some of yours.
Player of the year, first team all county, first team all state, first team all metro, all-time scoring leader, 1,000 points, single season scoring record.
So many.
I think that's it.
I mean, and then Jadyss, what about some of yours?
I think I was second team all county. I think I played in the Buffalo Wild Wing game. And
Yes. Oh, how was that?
I mean, it was cool. Watching them play was cool. I think it was fun for me too because I did play with Ryan and Chase, and then my team was just straight Anne Arundel County players.
Yeah.
So ours was kind of a little bit laid back, but then like seeing them go and compete, like remember seeing Shamar like just
yeah,
block
you guys
somebody's
truly
shot.
have each other's back.
Yeah, so I made time out of my day because they didn't play on the same day as me, and Cam made time out of his day to come watch me play too. So I mean, I even took Shamar to that game. So
Okay.
it was just cool seeing them play, seeing them compete because it was like a really intense game when they played.
How has playing sports in high school affected high school for you?
I think really once I got recognition after my junior year and going into my junior year off season and just going like traveling places in the summer, like playing summer ball and then meeting new people, meeting a bunch of new coaches, and then
What about you, Cam?
It was cool. It's cool because
Like, would high school have been the same if there wasn't sports?
because like we got our own pep rally and stuff, and it's like when we go to other schools, like everybody's like chant, like some people like will look up our names and like just start screaming our names. I know that happened against Decatur like our junior years. So yeah, it's definitely like different.
So you guys are going through the recruitment process, and I wanted to talk to you guys about, I know, Jadyss, you're fully committed.
Yes.
Do you want to share where you're going?
I'm going to Goucher University.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Why did you choose that university?
When I went there, it was just a small private school, somewhere where I played basketball at. And the environment and the coach was really good. The coach is really close with O'Day, too. So he said he heard good things about me from O'Day. And some people I do know is also going to be up there playing basketball with me.
Okay. And then we're going to talk to you guys, and you're going to share with me and the viewers a little bit about something called the portal. But you're not going to share where you're going yet because your signing day is Monday, and I respect that. I just ask that you come back and you share with the viewers where you are going to commit to. But talk to me about the portal. What is it? And
so basically the transfer portal is like you can go from one school to another, and coaches really they look at like the transfer portal before they look at high schoolers. So like right now, like say somebody's like at Goucher where he's at, and somebody wants to leave and they can transfer and go to another college, like it could be like a D2 or a D1, even if they're at a D3. So anybody could be recruiting you at any moment.
okay. And you just said that it hurts some of the high schoolers now?
Yeah, it hurts because usually like college coaches would look at high schoolers, but now since the transfer portal is a big thing, like, and a lot of kids transfer and go to different schools, the college coaches will look at the transfer portal first, then look at high schoolers.
I understand it now. Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah,
And Shamar, I know you've turned down a couple offers, and I don't want you to share where you're going because I want you to have that moment in your signing day. But you actually had a dual offer, which is something really unique. Can you talk about your dual offer?
Yeah, I got the opportunity to play both my sports in college, football and basketball.
Yeah, that's really like rare, but it was like only for your first year or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it's a decision, my decision, of course. I don't have to play if I don't want to, but yeah, I'm still making my decision.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we have a special trivia game that we're going to play. We'll be right back. We are back with these three young men who have so many accolades. We are going to play a trivia game where I ask a question, and these three will hit the buzzer first to see who has the correct answer. All the questions are stats that one of the three of them has accomplished. Are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. First question. Who shot 78% from the foul line?
Cam.
Oh, I think I heard Cam first.
Shamar?
No. Jadyss?
Cam.
Cam.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Who had 12.5 rebounds per game?
Cam. Shamar Johnson.
I feel like I heard Cam.
Oh.
Shamar.
Correct. One for Jadyss, one for
That's
Cam.
because I got my
I gotta go fast.
button
You
already.
gotta go fast.
Who has the most dunks in a season with 53?
Jadyss.
Correct.
She didn't even finish the
I didn't-
question yet.
Sorry, well, I'll say it again just so the viewers can hear.
Go ahead, tap me.
Who has the most dunks in a season with 53? It was Jadyss. Shamar was correct. Who has 804 career rebounds, which is also a school record? Jadyss?
Shamar.
Bro,
Correct.
Cheating.
I cheated.
Button.
I know the answer.
Alright, you gotta wait till
Okay, I'll wait till she's done.
Okay.
Let's wait till she's done.
Who has 495 points this season, which also breaks a school record this season?
Cam.
Yo,
Shamar.
Cam.
Cam.
It wasn't done.
It was Cameron.
Y'all are cheating.
Oh, you just.
Okay, so you have to let me finish the question, and then you can hit it, okay?
Y'all cheating.
Who broke a single season record with 334 rebounds? Shamar?
Me.
Yes, you did. Okay, who holds the most dunks in a career with 77?
Cam.
Cam?
Jadyss.
Correct. Jadyss. Who holds the record with the most points scored in a single game with 41 points his first game of his junior year against Chesapeake High School?
Cam.
Cam, yes, Cam did. We have two more. Who shot 28% from the three-point arc? Jadyss?
Me.
You did, Jadyss.
How was
Okay, last question. Who shot 81% from the foul line?
Me.
Shamar?
Me?
You did, yes.
Man, I'm cheated the whole time, but I ain't gonna lie.
Congratulations. I didn't keep track of who won because I just thought it was fun to play. But viewers, if you all of these stats, these three young men have just done remarkable. I mean, you guys have all had amazing high school careers in basketball, and you should be truly proud of yourselves.
Thank you.
Okay, I do want to also ask you, which one, who can dunk the best out of the three of you?
Two of you. I don't dunk.
Okay, Cam done dunk. Okay,
I
but
just throw the alley.
who's a better dunker?
I say him.
He got more tricks.
Nah, he jumps higher than me. I might have more tricks, but he jumps way higher.
Okay. Who's the best rebounder?
Him by far.
Him.
Shamar. Okay. Who's the best shooter?
Me.
Okay, there you go.
No, me.
Good, Cam. I'm glad you got in there. Who's the best three-point shooter?
Me.
Me.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mark. Break the tiebreaker. Don't even say yourself.
Yes.
Me.
Okay, what advice do you guys have for an incoming ninth grader starting out, going to high school, playing sports? What's the best advice that you can
I
give
would
them?
say
Stay down. You be yourself.
enjoy high school while you can. Don't do nothing stupid. Get into sports and stuff, because once you are about to graduate, you go wish you did more. Go out, have fun with your friends, and just be yourself.
Yeah, just enjoy it. I mean,
Did
it's
it go
gonna be-
fast?
Yeah, it went by fast. So just enjoy. You're gonna meet a lot of new people. You're gonna get a lot of good experiences and go a lot of different places you never thought you would go.
Mm-hmm. What's on your finger?
This is the 2020 ring
Uh-huh.
that they gave Coach O'Day and the other team, because everybody got a ring and everybody got a trophy, but it wasn't as big as that one. So they kind of gave me this one to wear, and it's pretty cool.
And you
So
guys have
I'm
your
excited for
medals,
mine.
your state medals. Yeah, what other kind of festivities have you guys had being state champs? You guys just got back from the county councilman meeting him, Stuart Pittman.
Yes, ma'am.
What was that like?
It was actually a cool experience. I mean, I'd never been in a building like that, and then just being there with all my teammates, all my brothers. We all got a citation, and he gave us a lot of good advice. And talking to him and the other people that worked there was actually kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have a couple things planned still.
Yeah, this coming Monday is the signing day for him, and we have a teacher or student game. It's like a little pep rally thing. We're coaching against each other.
Oh, you guys are coaching.
I'm gonna beat him, of course. That's casual. But and then I think May 8th we're doing something else with the county executive board or something like that, I think.
And then our banner comes in around May 8th too.
That's awesome. So your coach is legendary in our county. I know he's coached for, I believe it's 18 years. But I just kind of wanted to ask a couple questions. What's the toughest drill that Coach O'Day or your coaches, give you guys? What was the toughest drill that you had in practice?
Toughest drill.
So I don't know about in practice.
Drill.
I don't think we really drilled that hard in practice. I think we ran plays a lot to be like game ready and like practice game situations. But I think every tryout we did monster slides for a whole 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it was tryouts, he still made everybody in the gym do it. So I think that was probably the hardest thing he made us do.
Okay. In your words, what has he instilled in you as players of the game?
Well, the first time he ever coached me, he yelled at me for no reason, for real. And I just started
he's here, right?
Yeah, I know he's here. I just started crying. I was like a freshman. I was like, what's wrong with this guy? I was like, I'm not gonna be able to deal with this guy. But
he made you a state. He got you to state championship.
So I got used to him. I got used to him quick. Like the way he operates. I just adjusted to all that. And the toughest drill is not even a drill. It's like when we got to playoffs, we practiced from 3:30 to 7. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh. He made sure we got down the other team's plays and everything.
Uh-huh. And how did he celebrate a win with you guys?
We saw him in school the next day and everything. So after a win, he had that next game mentality. He had that job's not finished mentality. So we would see him the next day in school. We see him Friday, if we went on a Friday, we would see him Saturday morning practice. He already had the film. He would have donuts and orange juice ready for us in breakfast, but he was a straight to business. He's a straight to business type of guy. So during school, we all really had him because he teaches gym.
Mm-hmm.
So during gym classes, during the season, he would have us getting shots up and watching film during school hours. So.
Yeah, and I just want to give you guys the opportunity to give a shout out to your families, to your parents. I know that behind every athlete is an exhausted parent. So I want to give you this opportunity to say, to your families.
Shout out
my mom.
Yeah, shout out my mom, my dad, my brother, all my coaches, everybody.
Yeah, shout out my mom, my dad. Even though they couldn't make some games, they were still supporting me through the screen. Shout out my grandmother, she was there for me, and then my sister at every game.
Yeah.
So.
I've never held a state championship trophy. Can I have the honor, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. And then you guys have the net.
Yes, ma'am.
This is pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for being here and coming on. It is really, truly my honor to have you and to share your personal story of playing sports. And I know we talked a lot about your state championship, but it's so well deserved. I like to close every show with a quote from an inspiring athlete. "Nothing ever turns out the way you expect it to," said Barry Sanders. I believe he meant that it's always better than expected. I would like to thank you for joining us on The Next Level. I'm Katie Holmes and hope that you will join us next time as we highlight more athletes and share their personal stories of playing sports in high school. Thank you for watching.